Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We've just breached the 20 million ruble mark over here in the lovely town of Corno, city of Corno, expansion into Sasolgrad over here and Satomic. So absolutely doing reasonably well. I think these are reconstructions that are underway and should kind of just sort themselves out fairly well. I don't think there's any issues with reconstruction of residential buildings that we've got productivity losses or anything like that. Got about 10 people here. Not enough. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. How many people are we picking up while we do that? 3. And I believe there's more. So the question is, yeah. Getting 13% of passengers, right? There's more available. Just didn't feel the necessity to pick up any more than that. So yes, we've got reasonable amounts of people in those areas doing their things. Okay, let's clear this out. Let's have a bit of a look. So ideally we should have. Okay, so this guy is bringing in workers to come and work on something that we're busy doing in this area. Just wish they did a little bit more workers, because I guess this guy can carry up to 22 workers, which would have been better. But where? That was an interesting little maneuver. Where are we going? Is it? Oh, so working on the road then. Adding 3 workers to. I mean, why wouldn't you just have brought all the workers? Why would you take 13% of your capacity as workers? It just feels not quite right. So something there. I'm not a big fan. Something that's happening in that area. This is working quite well. I must say I'm a fan. I'm a fan. This is working. All of this should be working. We should have tons of people over here. We should see the next time a train stops here that people are jumping out, running across the bridge to go and work somewhere. And hopefully we're reasonably okay with all of our train shenanigans that we had here in the last episode. That's an interesting maneuver right there. It's got a nice full load of 324 people. It is sending people in all kinds of directions to go and work a variety of different places. So we've got workers required over here, workers required over there. Actually closed if temperature's above 0. That's interesting. And workers required over here. So all of these things should be properly within the range. We'll just double check that. Yeah, absolutely. It's quite a good one. And actually, this one is the furthest away. But I guess we could have always added a little bit there if we needed to. Luckily we don't need to. So if we go underground for a second, we'll just have a bit of a look here. So this is an expansion of that line to be able to move sewage to the other side, which I guess is all done. If we go over here, we added the extra line. So yeah, we are all done. It's just the last little slither of works that's underway over here. So that should be done pretty quickly now, and then we're in a position. Well, then sewage from our new town of Sasolgrad will be running into all of those kind of different directions. So I guess we need to probably make a little bit of a start on some of the other bits and pieces over here. So I guess this side of things is not actually being developed at the moment. So let's pop out of here and quickly add a few little paths for the sake of construction, so that we can make a start on some of this infrastructure that we've got going on in this area. And obviously this will be cleaned up a fair bit over time, but for the time being, we need to make sure that we're constructing some of these things to allow for our connectivity. So I guess that's the stuff there. So let's have a look and assign the lesser construction officers to come and do a few things over here. So that one can't. So we'll have to come back and do a bit of work there and go all the way over there. We need one more little path in this location so we can actually extend that one over there. Container dump is full. We'll have a quick look at that in a minute, and we'll assign that construction as well. So the few bits and pieces. Ooh, happiness has dropped a little bit, actually, quite significantly. Let's pause it and have a quick look at the status of things here. Unable to drink alcohol seems to have a big impact over there. Then arrival in prison, death of a child, arrival at orphanage. Those things we can't do much of. There's a few people starving, which is not something I like. Lack of meat is less of an issue. We have the constant issue of crime, but really, in reality, it seems to be the starving situation that may be causing the issues. So if we quickly go across and say, so um who's not getting their required meals? I think we're okay over here. I think we're okay over there. Seems reasonable in most other locations. Is it over here? So where, might I ask, are we are we seeing people starving? A bit of a sense check in some of these locations. I don't see any starving signs over here. If we have a bit of a sense check over here, again, no real starving situations going on. Similarly over here, yeah, one can't get to kindergarten, which is fine. It's going to happen. So really, I don't quite get why we're seeing this starving stuff. What's going on over here? No starving going on over here. No real starving people in this location. The new buildings seem to be absolutely fine. It's a bit of an interesting one because I would have loved to be able to identify any starving people a little bit more. Now, this one is actually complaining of heating, which is not a big cause for any issues at the moment. Now, it is still pretty warm, so we wouldn't necessarily expect it to be. Building temperatures are way too low in this area. So what's going on over here then? We're missing coal? You gotta be kidding me. Where's my coal? Hang on. Was this the coal truck? It was the coal truck. Okay. Hang on. This is a route, right? Not really a route. Huh? Oh, it's only got a single. Luckily, we're kind of spotting that now, because that's one of those things that may have caused us quite a bit of bother. So if we go and have a look at a dumper over here, we want a big capacity dumper. That guy's at 25 tons, but this guy's 17 and can go super lickety split quick. So I guess I'm going to go with the KMZ just because we can run that number quite a few times in the time it takes to do that. So let's do that. I'm going to say set the line. Actually, if I do this and say copy schedule to another vehicle, and we say that vehicle over there, and then we pop in over here. So you have to see these kind of things in action, right? So let's just make a start on that, and hopefully we'll get that issue resolved before it gets too problematic. Now, it will have to go and pick up fuel first, but then fuel is pretty close by, and we should be able to get back into action in a reasonable amount of time. So fueled up, ready to go. Going to bring us in some coal over here, as we shouldn't run into too many problems. Now, we've got both of them off of the same one. So we actually have no heating in this area whatsoever without that truck doing its rounds. And it is pretty busy at this border post. So we need to bear that in mind. So we've got a container which is full. Let's just have a quick look. It is this same area constantly causing us some heartache. Two of them are full over here. So I guess, yeah, we just need to we need to start looking at what we're going to do more long-term for our waste management. Money is absolutely flying in at the moment. Where is our... Need to be a little bit cautious, but I think the weather is holding. We're probably starting to see some people being a little bit more cold. Low government, unable to join a church. Yeah, yeah, unable to practice sports. Oh, unable to practice sports is like 492 people. And then starving has still got a number there, but yes, it's a low number and we can't really identify the problem area. Here's my there it is. So there we go. There goes a load of coal to go and do its thing. This is a bit problematic over here. Interesting that it's going up that way. I'm guessing it will make a turn and run through this area. No, it's going straight. Interesting. Just want to see what its route is. So it's sticking to the asphalt route and going to make a turn over here. It's not actually doing the connection through there because apparently that is not quite good enough. So anyway, this should see these guys run a bit more. So I guess we'll sort ourselves out, but they are running through it pretty quickly. Yeah, pretty quick. But heating problems over here, yes. But hopefully we'll see that come in again. I think I might add another to the mix there. Just I don't want to I don't want to take any chances. I mean, it's for the cost of a dumper, right? I may as well just get it done. Get that moving. So let's just get an extra dumper moving. Hopefully, but I guess one should in fact be okay. We should run out. Well, the queue here, anything to go by, we probably will run out. So the extra one is not too bad. Okay. Okay, so we're doing. Okay, so yeah, the expansion of some of these things is underway. Let's have a bit of a look at, what else we could be building. So that's fine. If we want to start work on anything, we can start work on. Yeah, so all of these things doing their thing. We can start work over there. We can start work over there. These need connectivity first, but I guess the idea is to get primary infrastructure going first. Oh, let's get the train station going. That's not a bad idea. We can make a start there. So let's assign some helicopter construction to all of these things as well. So let's do that. Get a whole bunch of this stuff started at least, right? So let's just start moving around. Not everything can be built straight away, so it's kind of one of those things. Here they come. Let's make a move. I'm also kind of tempted to build out a bit of a road in this direction. It's kind of wondering if I were to, let's just have a look at our levels. Yeah, levels are fine. So if we were to say do a bit of a road connection like that, and we kind of tie this in over here, kind of tie that in pretty straight section there. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and assign that piece for construction as well. Get more people to come and build some roads, so we can slowly tie these things in, and we can probably have a little bit more in this area. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Maybe make a bit of a park, but in the reality, what we're after, if we look underground, we would like to get a bit of a sewage dumping area going, and I guess over here is going to be furthest away from anything that's problematic. So I guess a sewage treatment plant in this area is not the end of the world. And we'll be able to dump out directly into the canal over here. I guess that is going to be okay. So let's pop back up and start the planning for that. A large sewage treatment facility. Ooh, maybe not. That's very big, isn't it? I don't quite appreciate that, but maybe the small one could be fine. A small sewage treatment plant, and we'll flip it around because we actually need the inputs to come in from that side. just double check this work. I guess that's fine. Right? If we did that right on top of the tunnel over there, and we'll be able to dump it out. I think we should still be fine to bring it in. Let's go underground. So if we have a look, right, presumably we'll be able to tie in this here, right, without too much problems. Do that. So unfortunately we're going to both sides of it, so we won't need to do it. Anyway, let's do that just in case we decide we need the other one in here as well. But I guess, oh, it works. Let's do that then. Let's get that properly assigned over here. So that's actually going over the top of it, which is fine. So that's our sewage treatment in this area. So that gives us a sewage treatment facility. Don't pay for it. It's assigned it for construction. That's fine. That's going to be brilliant. That's going to really help us. So we only have one line going to the other side to support, okay? And then when we need to find ourselves, I'm kind of keen on getting a little something like this going all the way down here, right? We can't uncover that. So maybe in this exact location here, we can get a little something to work, right? There we go. Yeah, that was way too easy. That was way too easy. So now, what we want to do is make sure we've got this guy and we've got that guy. So we'll do that, this, and that's actually worked reasonably well. We'll go back upstairs and we'll try and find a way to meander this guy out. So that's obviously a bit of a challenge. So let's see. Can we? Can we do a little bit of? A little bit of massaging over here. Something like that may give us enough room to get this. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. We may start with something a little bit more substantial. So we'll do something like this. We'll tie it in there once we've got these things working, right? But anyway, there's lots of construction activity now, slowly getting everything done. So that's going to give us our sewage treatment facilities. And now, kind of wondering if we were to get water, right? Water is part of our requirements here. So if we were to say wells, right? We want to do small water wells. We're at 93, 95 over here. So I guess what we could do, because small water wells, we'll only need to power them, not much more. So we'll have to get a little bit of power all the way out to this way. I'm worried that this is getting too industrial here, and you don't want it next to the people either. So I guess as part of this, and we do need to bear in mind, where is our little canal coming through? It is coming through here, right? Yeah. This is going to be our canal. So I guess this little area here is probably about right for it. What is our capacity on this? That does 70 cubic meters per one. So I guess we'll need at least two. Just want to see what the small water treatment plant does. It does 120. So two of them should give us enough for the small water treatment plant, which I think that's probably enough at this location. Do we do the large one? Do we do way more than this? I mean, we might start running out of water again. I mean, it's a fairly small building, right? The only issue I have with it is we need it on this side. So presumably we need it somewhere over here. We should be able to have maybe a little bit of residential. Maybe over here. Yeah, maybe over here is the right call. So if we do it over here, we'll be able to come across and join in on this side, right? Alternatively, if we do the water wells, let's just see. I think I'm just worried this area is going to get really busy, but I guess that's okay, and we can do a nice water tower in this location. Maybe that's okay. So let's see. Can we do some water wells in this area of reasonable quality? Yeah, let's do this. This entire area can kind of be our utility area. Here comes the snow. That's okay for the time being. So let's start with our big treatment plant. So our big treatment plant is how much? It's 300, so 70. So I'm guessing about 4 of them. 4 of the small wells should do the trick. Let's flip this around. We want something like this. Something like this is gonna be the situation here. Just go underground. Are we? Oh yeah, those are all underway. This should be able to get workers, no problems. Okay. From here, we would like a pretty reasonable reservoir. I guess that's going to be fine. Go underground. If we did the underground reservoir in this kind of location, maybe that's a little bit better. Let's just have a look. But we'll need to pump it, right? Underground reservoir also doesn't do us much in terms of justice here. So I guess we want. At least this is okay. This might be a little bit better still, right? Actually squeeze it in right over here. I think that might actually work quite reasonably well. Okay, so if we did that, right, get the reservoir right into that corner there. Might need to go something like this instead. Yeah, let's do that. Provide ourselves with some piping. Oh, and we need to get the pumps in there. Let's get ourselves a water pump, big pumping station. Large pumping station is gonna. To be honest, given this is the way we're gonna deal with it, we may not need to. Too crazy with that. So if we were to do this, right? If we did this and we did another one, I'm gonna say over there, right? I guess that'll work. Give me the big pipes. So can we do that? And can we do this? Yes, we can. Then we'll do here we go, and we'll do a bit of that. So that gives us a reasonable amount there. And then we'll do, let's get this nice and tight like so. We'll do nice and tight back. That's particular area there. Perfect. So we've got a little bit of spare capacity here. And then what we can do is we'll basically just tie these in. No, get rid of the snapping. So let's do a fairly tight little. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so now it's a bit of a jumble. Yeah. Okay, let's. So that might be a little bit tough. So let's try that again by actually going. Oh, it goes over, right? There we go. Get our snapping back on again. There we go. That'll do nicely, right? So we'll have a reservoir plus some high capacity movements going on over there. So that's the one side of it. We also then need the water wells themselves. We need about 4 of them. So I'm guessing this, 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 and that will be okay. We'll need some level of roads. And what we'll need, what I'm guessing is we're going to do again, don't like the reservoirs with their funky pieces. So what's the holding capacity of this? Only about 30 cubic meters. So I think we, at the very least, you know what we'll do, right? We'll do a little something like this. Let's get it a little closer. Do a little something like this. So that's kind of our backup plan. So let's tie that one in there. That's gravity. This guy, yeah, I think just the one guy doing that should be fine. And then the others will be. Others will be doing something a little bit different, I guess. So we'll have the one with the resilience there. So we'll do, that's not quite what I had in mind. If we do that, I just want to come up, let's just do, there we go. That's kind of the plan. We run that one there, and then we tie it in over here, and we bring it up there, and we tie that one there. We do this over here. Tie that up there, bring it over here, we bring that one there, and that's kind of the idea, right? So that should, as long as this is working, otherwise when this one has a bit of a blip, it's got a bit of a buffer, and then it's filling up that one. I think generally speaking, that should be quite a healthy approach, and we're going to be able to sort out most of those issues. So let's get that tied in over there. We'll assign that construction at some point. This is still underway. We guess we need to do probably something a little bit like this. Hang on. Let's I'm guessing we will run a road on the edge here. Then kind of bring it in like that, and then just make sure we're somewhat reasonable in that sense. So we'll do this, and then we can tie these in, and what we can do is we will tie this in like so. I guess that's reasonable. We'll tie that in. Ultimately, this may have to do something like that, I guess. I guess that's okay. We'll do something like that. We can make a start on the construction of these roads as well. Get as much of this going. Oh yeah, beautiful. Things are moving. Things are actually moving along pretty swimmingly, actually. Let's go and assign a bit of construction. That is assigned. Let's assign a little bit of construction like that as well, and like that. We want to get as much of this stuff done as we can, so that we're in a position to get people to move in fairly quickly. But I guess, wow, that's the shopping center done. All of this is done. We can make a start on some of these other bits and pieces. So let's do that. Let's do. Would we do this? Let's do that for now to get that started. We'll get this moving, that moving. We'll get this moving. Kind of tempted to. Yeah, we need to wait on that a little bit. But I guess all of that's seemingly starting, right? Let's get moving on these ones as well. At the same time, we'll be able to power them over here, no problems. And assign there. We can assign there. Train is waiting too long. That's a big deal. Oh, it's not the end of the world. These guys. Yeah, that's okay. That's not a problem. It's coming along nicely though. We're really getting here. Get the other side of this done. I like it. We're in good spot. Yeah, it's working. It is working. What's going on over here? Got people. Got coal. We're just not doing anything. Let's go and have a look. I don't think we're having too much issues with people too cold. Interior temperature, a very small amount of people. I guess this should be reasonably full. Oh, but at least these are full. So that's okay. So I guess that'll be fine. Let's come back over here to where our coal action is happening to see whether we're emptying these reasonably. They are struggling. They're producing at such a rate. This guy's pretty full anyway. How's our stuff going? Wow. Struggling with some of this stuff, right? Is it workers? Are we not getting workers in here quick enough? What's our issue here? Just quickly see what happens when this train arrives. Oh, there's another train there now. Yeah, these trains are too close together. I think that's the primary issue. We're doing a lot of construction, which is, I guess, partly why we're struggling a little bit to get things to move. To really fill up. But yeah, since the start of the helicopter constructions over here, it's done really well. Let's go underground again. This is a heating pipe connection. Interesting that we've stopped the building of it. So let's make sure to build that. Let's make sure to build this. In terms of heating, we want to make sure that we've got all of this heating infrastructure underway. That one's not going to want to do the heating for us, but I guess our heating here should be reasonable. 2 stations here can be a reasonable amount. All of this stuff built. We're waiting on a few more things. Let's just get more work done here. This is built. I like it. So we're missing a little bit of the tracks. There's still some other tracks underway. We've got a heating problem. Yeah, that's one that's not too unfamiliar to me. This area over here, but I think everything here looks spectacular. Everything here looks spectacular. What is happening over here? Guys breaking down. We need to be very cautious with this, with these breakdown of vehicles. They're a little bit problematic for us to keep having that issue. This guy doesn't seem to want to be repaired. So if we were to call for repairs, how do we do that? Do this, right? Last repair before 11 months and 18 days. So something is funny with that one because it's definitely been standing there for a while. But anyway, we don't need to repair it, but I just kind of feels weird that we've got these guys not being repaired. It's doing its thing. I guess we're all good on this side, and our population is holding quite nicely around the 25,000 mark. Finish off this one and sell it a bit. So yeah, our money is holding quite nicely. We're in a very reasonable position to very shortly start work on it. We need to bring, let's just go over here again. So there's a fair bit of work that actually needs to happen over here. Can we get the Corno? Well, let's just get these guys in here to start building this one. That may work. This is kind of our utility area here to the end, and then we'll have our residential areas all the way up here, and even on this side we'll have residential areas. So I'm kind of happy we're maintaining the utility side here. Even though I think we can probably squeeze a few buildings right in this area. Yeah, lots of stuff happening. Working on this stuff. Assign a couple of these guys to support the construction. The construction here. Who's working on this? Can we get these guys to come and help out over here at least? that's been built. This section is getting this under construction now. But anyway, that's it's all good. We need, yeah. So this is going very slowly because we don't have any form of technical services doing their thing in this area. I guess technical services is another thing that we're going to need. I may add a bit of technical services right here also. It's a good spot for it, I think. Let's start the construction of some technical services. I'm thinking a large one, right? If we can work it in, that's not quite going to fit. Not this side, but yeah, it's a little bit too busy for that. 18, that's even bigger. I can never do that. What is this guy? This is 4. 8, I think is, yeah, 8 is workable. We do. Yeah, I guess that's. Oh, that's been built. So let's find that there and assign that one over there. We can start on this. We'll get yeah, ExactChaos to come in over here. We can get these guys to come in. The thing that'll give us technical services in this area to kind of plow the motorway and what else? Okay, so that's a good stuff there. Let's have a quick look what's going on with our train connections. Okay, slowly moving. Everything's heading into that direction. That's okay. We'll come back and do all of these things. We need to build a lot of this stuff now. This road connection is busy under construction. We want to make sure that we're getting that road connection up and running and working. With this the way it's looking over here, we may as well do our one-way connections all the way up there and all the way to there. Then they can turn around in that particular area, else they can, yeah. So even if you're, you won't actually be able to turn around there, but there is a bit of a turnaround right over here. So we'll do a little bit of this. I'm thinking in this location yet another technical services facility. So let's grab another one. I'm guessing let's do a bit of the big one over here. Let's see how's our. Something like that's actually not too bad. We'll do something like this there. So we'll do one technical services in that location, and then I'm guessing maybe another fuel station. Even, yeah, fuel station over here I think would be a pretty reasonable idea. We could even have it. We can even have it fill up directly from our refineries. I don't think that's the way we want to play it, but we can even do it if we wanted to. We'll just go with the large variety. It's not that it's that large, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe something like this is a good spot for it. Yeah, I like it. We'll do one over there. Now let's assign some construction. These crews to be able to come and work these. Yeah, they're not super important, so we'll not get the helicopters onto them right away. We'll spare our helicopters for some construction activities over here. My goodness, I hate the snow. My goodness, I absolutely hate the snow. Okay, so these power lines are under construction at the moment, I guess, right? Yeah, they're under construction at the moment from this side as well. So we'll slowly get our power connections moving. Yeah, we're not that far off from getting things to start working over here. I mean, we've got a few things already up and running, ready to go. Just go back down. Yeah, so for the most part, our our water and sewage infrastructure is ready to go. Right, so if I look at this, we should have water. We won't have water here because we don't have power here. We should have water here. Yeah. So we've got water there. And over here, probably. Oh, we do. And over here. Oh, we do. We don't have any because that section's still under construction. So actually, the pressure from the other side is kind of continuing to build it into these areas. So that's all good. This should be powered. Yes, operating, no problems. Powered, no problems. So all of this should be running. We've got the split to run it into 2 different directions. So yeah, it's looking really good. All of this should be working. No problems. We haven't had any further power issues. Holding up at the 21.5 million mark. Just sold another ship, or it's on its way to be sold. So we'll get that up to about 23 million. Fairly soon. The next set of things is starting to pop in. Okay, kind of mainly infrastructure that we're building here. I guess what I'm going to try and do is get the helicopters to work on some of these items as well, so that we move things along a little quicker. Now, some of the things we need to do is get our pathing sorted out. So let's have a bit of a look at our pathing. So I'm guessing I am interested in doing kind of something like that, and running it through this way, and all the way up there. I guess that's fine. What we'll do is we'll tie that one over there. So that's the one side of it. This one. What we'll do here is we'll go straight across. Go straight across here on this side, yeah. We'll have to do some other bits and pieces as well. So before we do that, maybe we'll do this first so we can get all of these sections built. Yeah, that's a good starting point. Then we'll have to start running some paths down into these general directions. It's okay. We'll want to do a very similar thing kind of over here. Oh, we've got a track builder coming in. I want to do. Go straight up there, and then I want to hug the road there. Yeah, that's really nice. So we're going to have some issues over here. Can we potentially squeeze something by? If we switch off the snapping, we run it. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to do a path over on that side. I guess what we'll be doing is we'll be coming in like this, and we'll be crossing it up this way into that building, and then we'll run it through here. Yeah, so that's kind of our path network over there. Similarly, we'll be doing. This is tied in here, right? I just want to double check where. Yeah, we are tying in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then run a path down this side to here. That's going to be okay. So we'll need to do a bit of this on this side of things. I may just tie this one in up like that. So we've got a bit of room to build some more kind of residential areas in here, which would be pretty nice. And we'll also at the same time want to connect up here, get some tie-in points. Okay, but I guess that's the first sign of it. So I'm gonna do that. We'll be crisscrossing around our. Actually, let's go back. Instead of doing that, I'm tempted to do this and make sure we tie that in. But I guess that's the starting point for a lot of our networks. Oh, that's our network over there. That's our network over here that we want to tie in this side as well. So we'll want to do a bit of this, I guess. Yeah, okay. Let's get all of those little paths started. Can we grab our lesser construction offices and start working on a lot of these paths, right? Okay, so that's a good starting point for us. We can also make a start on that. All of these need to at some point get a little bit of action going. But yeah, this is just want to make sure that we're safeguarding our pedestrian network. And similarly, I would want to do something similar on this side, right? If we were to just grab it kind of over there. And something like this. And do something like that. And continue to run it down there, right? Something like this will also kind of be a path that brings people out into this direction. Pretty straight, direct to everything that we're tying into. We need to obviously run through here, tie into these bus stations. I think this entire area here will be residential if we can get them access to this area. Yeah, this entire area here should be residential, with some residential on this side as well. Anyway, that's okay. Okay, let's just do that. Tie that in, get some more of the various crews to come and help out in this area. Crazy amounts of work to get this into a reasonable position. Okay. Here we go. But at least Sasolgrad is growing quite effectively. What's going on over here? We are almost done with that one. Oh, this is the one. That's that 94. And I'll just go underground so I can see who are we targeting here. This is the one side. That's 94. Why can't I click the other one? And this one is 95, and that one's 94. Okay, so they're very close to being done. So we're very close to having power on this side, which means we can then start filling some stuff up and so on. But yeah, there's lots of little paths that we need to build. I may get the helicopters involved in some of the paths as well, just to help bring in a few things. Yeah, let's make a start and make sure there's a lot of stuff actually happening. This one's good. This one's good. So let's bring in our extra pieces of road. So I think that's probably fine. You know what I might do? We can go ahead and add the action there. What we can do is we can come and update this a little bit. So we'll go back to about there, and what we'll do is we'll actually run a proper piece of pathing in here. It can actually tie in there quite nicely. Do that, and then we'll run some pathing down here as well. Yeah, potentially tying it around something, but I guess that's okay. So we'll do those bits and pieces also, and we'll tie in over there to get that to get constructed, these kind of things. Slowly we'll get all of this stuff built. Yeah, I'm liking it. Everything is moving. Okay, so what's our situation over here? We need what did we look at in terms of our road? I don't think we need a road in here, do we? Oh, we do. I thought I didn't think we did. Let's get that one in. Tie that one up nice and straight. We'll get this one in straight over this way. We'll do another straight there, and then that pretty straight. And I guess that's fine. we'll do something like that. I think that's all good. That's lots of little paths onto our main road network over here. This one, I don't think this one needed any road connection. There's a few other connection items that it needs, but I guess this is our little precinct here. We can certainly make a connection over there. I guess we can make a connection over here. I guess we can make a connection there. We can make a connection here. So there's tons of these little pieces that we need to have a look at. I guess what I'm interested in doing is probably something like that instead. So we'll do that piece, this piece. That's not ideal. I gone and messed up. Did I, however? What is this? This is the Palace of Sports Dynamo. So if I were to say we're not going to use that, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's forget about the mess up that we've done there, and instead we'll get the rest moving. So let's we're looking at our road network. Let's get these other items assigned, and then we just need to make sure we've got a number of kind of different teams that could make a start on building some of these things. Okay, good. So let's start all of these little road projects, small little road projects everywhere that we have to deal with. Yeah, lots happening actually, lots. We could run a little path down here, I think. That slide in. Probably want to put something like this as well and continue that journey. Just tie this one in over here, and at the same time, this is a crossing. We'll get you to where you want to go. Ideally, we'll probably have another crossing over here. Oh, thank goodness. That built? Oh, it's still got tons of stuff that needs to happen. Thank goodness the weather is changing. I do despise the snow. It makes you see nothing whatsoever. Okay, let's have a quick look. Now that we can see stuff, what's happening over here with our trains? Okay, so we need to get our trains to come in over this way. We certainly need to do a little bit more work over there. Need to do a little bit more work over there. What I'll do at the moment is let's just quickly suspend construction over here. And we'll suspend construction over there, but I do want everything else to be built. So don't go ahead and build those bridges just yet. I think that's getting a little bit out of hand. Everything else here seems to be built, so that's good. Let's spend our time and effort on building more of the rest of our network. Okay, so I guess that's done. This is done. Let's tie this section of road in. Do something like that. I can tie it in over there as a bit of a around. Okay, at the same time what we'll do is yeah, that's fine. Now let's get our construction activities over here moving. That's underway. That's good. That's almost done. We should have power here now. Yes, we do have power in this area. So as soon as we've got all of these things built, this is built. So what we can do is we can get our little road connections here. Gonna look pretty cool. We'll get these guys to come and this, that. What else is underground here? We need someone to start building this. I can't actually access it. Right, so let's just get the helicopters to come in and do some of that work. need to start building all this stuff. Okay, that's good. Let's build that as well. Yeah, lots of bits and pieces needing construction that can't be built just yet. Still getting there. The one thing we don't have, yeah, we don't have the buffer, the fluid buffer over here for the sewage. But I guess that's something I'm not too fussed about. We can live with that. These are residential. I'm not keen on building residential just yet. This is a large garbage, right? So for garbage, we definitely want to make sure that we're tying in over here somehow. If we were to say get this guy in place and we then go and do that, yeah, that's going to be fine. We'll get that under construction and we'll make a start on whatever we can make a start on. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I think we still have probably another episode or two left of constructing the new Sasolgrad area before we will see some people move in, and then we're going to really focus our attention on this side. We do need to have another look at what's happening with the rail, because I guess we've stopped building rail and there's plenty of little areas that we need to expand on. So we'll keep doing that. But I think we're moving along pretty nicely. Our construction industry is pretty good, and our money is holding, and we're pretty self-sufficient as these things go. But there's plenty of stuff that we do need to pay attention to. Waste management is one of them. Vehicle production and the replacement is one of them. So there's and things like chemical production and other bits and pieces that we currently still importing is pretty good if we can make a start on that. Wouldn't mind getting to nuclear power at some point, getting some airports up and running. So there's still a lot for us to do. I know we're already heavily into this series, but I'm enjoying our build out and all of our areas of expansion and the way we're planning and constructing them, and just growing. We might need another little town somewhere over here to kind of serve as a mining town for that as well. So lots, and if we were to do some waste management or something over here, maybe that a little town over here could serve as it, and it could even serve this area. So I guess a town in this area is not off the cards. A small little town in this area is not off the cards, apart from the fact that we need so much infrastructure for that. But I guess this would build pretty easily because we're pretty close to all of our construction offices. Anyway, that's something we'll maybe start looking at in the next episode. But for now, we're focusing our attention on getting Sasolgrad and the Sasolgrad refinery up and running. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. If you've liked it, please hit that like button. Bye-bye.